Okay. We are. What the? Okay.
Should be live.
Should be rolling.
Are we rolling?
I believe so.
Are we going to do the 3, 2, 1?
I got a sound effect for that. I don't
Yeah,
know where,
of course
I don't
we're
even know
doing
where
3,
it is.
2,
Yeah,
1.
we're
It's
doing
not-
it.
I don't know if
It's
this.
not you without
You
3,
gotta
2,
do
1.
it, bro.
I don't know if this one's worth a 3, 2, 1. I don't know. I like
Maybe
what
it's
we
just worth
saw.
2.
It's worth 2, 2, 1.
Hey, real quick, just check and make sure it's live.
I'm headed there right now,
Perfect.
actually.
I didn't get a noti. Wait a minute.
Should be.
Well, yeah, no, that was earlier.
Oh wait, I just got one.
Did you? Oh, so we're
Oh
live.
no, Cameron Gray.
Call-in show. Got it. We're live.
Let's
We're
go.
live.
Oh, okay,
All
let's do
right.
it. 3, 2, 1. Yo,
Yo.
that was yeah, we're doing a call-in.
We are indeed.
So before, if you guys want to call, and are we going to talk about the texting? Do we want them texting?
Sure.
Okay.
It should forward. I don't know if the text will forward all the way, but they should.
Obviously, I've never done anything like that. Usually, when I do call-ins, it's through StreamYard. So this is kind of touch and go. Welcome. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to the sponsors: Direct Service Overhead, the Garage Door Company. This man right here, his company. Same-day services, quality parts, affordable outcomes. Their link is provided for you down below. I've talked about it all the time. My garage door is awesome, and he installed it. Also, shout out to the Odd So Crap Bar and Pizzaria, located on Emma Street in Springdale. Great pies. Had this been a later show, I think we would have ordered in some or gotten some Odd Soul for takeout if this had been a later game. But obviously, it was 11 a.m. kickoff. But shout out to them. Great service. Awesome environment, great people, good stuff on tap, and all that stuff, man. They're great. Oh, okay.
No, that's fine. You're just covering your whole face.
Oh, well, I'm so used to mine being up here,
Yeah.
So it's like,
Hey, will you zoom his camera? Just
The people want to see your face.
Yeah,
I
no,
see
it's
my
on my
face. I
Zoom,
don't know
man.
why. I don't know why. All right, so again, we do have a call-in show today. It's not through StreamYard, so there's no link. You gotta
Call in the number right up here, right above my head.
I wonder if we get,
479-207-6542. Right there.
be ready.
so disappointing. Obviously, it goes without saying. Very. I'm curious what people have. I'm curious.
Yeah,
what,
we got one.
I'm curious what everyone is thinking. Okay, here we go. This will come through Bluetooth, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope it's a regular person, not a job.
Oh boy.
Let's go.
What's going on, man? You're on the air. Maybe. You're calling in the Tuss Talk with Ty
Hello.
post-game show. Oh, nope. It didn't go through Bluetooth, did it?
No, it didn't.
Are you
We're
hooked-
working out
are
the
you hooked-
kinks.
Are you
We'll
hooked
take
up to
2
Bluetooth?
seconds, man. Sorry, this
Oh,
thing's
you were.
being silly.
You got the Bluetooth connected?
It's on.
Well, see, it
That's
worked there in the
hilarious.
Twitter space. All right. Well, we'll just
Well.
keep going for a second. Tim, just
Hey,
go
boss,
ahead.
hang tight 2 seconds.
I
I'll call
mean-
you right back, okay?
Give me your thoughts, man. What'd you make? I read a tweet. Apparently, KJ only threw the ball one time in the second quarter.
Tim, call me.
Yeah, I think there were very few positives. I mean, I wanted to say there were positives, but I just didn't see a whole lot that was exciting to look forward to the rest of the season. To be perfectly honest, the defense kept us in the game a little bit most of the way, but wore out there at the end. The offense really never got it clicking. When you have one long pass at the end of the game that doesn't matter, but you don't throw passes down the field all game long, I don't know how you expect to even open up a run game. You don't pass effectively, you don't run effectively, you don't block effectively. There was nothing from my perspective on the offensive side to be positive about. And then when the defense is worn out, there's nothing to be positive on the defensive side.
This is going to go crazy.
Oh man,
I
touch
hear
and go,
Everybody hang on just a second.
touch and go.
He's almost got it there. He's almost got it.
He's trying to figure it out. We do want you guys to call in. I agree with you. Wildly inconsistent once again, although maybe you could argue they were consistently bad.
Yeah.
Let's read some super chats here really quick. Mr. T-Dub, what's going on, man? T-Dub, I kind of want him to call in. Vintage Eno's called game. This had shades of the Chad era all over it. I said this exact same thing.
Yeah.
Not saying Sam is Chad. It just reminded me. Of that. The team has let go. Rest in peace to 2023. We have another one here. This is Sanders Price. Again, if you guys super chat, I'm going to read it. Now there's an option, finally, where I can read super chat separate. Thank God YouTube added this. But this is from Sanders Price. Pittman took us from trash to mid, and that's his ceiling. So I don't know that I could argue with that, Sanders. I think you're spot on. So super chat is up and running. If you guys want to call in, give us just a second. We're trying to get this straightened out. We've never done anything like this before. Hell, we've never done anything like this before on the show. Where I'm in another studio. Okay. I am, by the way, accompanied by the Don't Read the Comments podcast, their very own.
All right, I'm going to do it the Trey Beatty way. I'm just going to hold it to the thing, bro.
Travis, you are?
Yep.
Travis Ford and Tim Neal. You know what? I think on Friday I called you Tim Neely.
Wow.
I think I did.
I don't even have the E on the end of my name like some poor unfortunate Neils do.
I don't know why that happened. So we're gonna hold it to the mic.
I guess, man. That sucks.
Dude, it was working earlier.
I know. It did this to us last week. It started acting crazy.
We got some more super chats. I think they need to let KJ play his game, says Billy Holmes.
Can I just say, I think the problem is that they've altered KJ's game from the spring through the summer so that he's not comfortable doing what he had done before. I think Travis pointed that out when we were watching earlier. At a moment when KJ would normally take off and run, he's second guessing himself on should I run or should I wait, and he ends up holding the ball too long and getting sacked. Yeah. It's not a matter of him playing his game anymore. His game is altered. His thought process is altered.
Yeah, it's the offense. Whoa.
Ooh, that's loud.
Is that someone calling in?
No, it's me calling Tim's phone to test it.
Oh, okay.
All right, we finna call our boy back real quick. First guy that called us, I'm about to call you back.
Here we go.
All right, sorry.
We will get to the super chats here in just a second,
Good
guys.
night.
We want you to call in.
All right.
We're calling him back. That's right.
I told him I was gonna call him back,
How's
man.
it going, man?
Hey, what's up, brother? Sorry about
He's
that.
here.
Man.
No, you're good. I was just stopping here to give my assistance. I don't know. I've seen enough of Dan Enos already. I think Dan Enos and Sam Pittman and Scott, all of them can go. What do you think about that?
Well, I kind of made out like 20% of that.
I think it sounded like he was calling out individual coaches saying they can go. He's tired of Enos.
Yeah.
He's tired of Pittman.
Okay.
He's tired of, I don't know who the third person was, but he said they can all
Scott
go.
Fountain?
There you go.
Scott Fountain.
There you
Your
go.
boy,
That's
get
my
out of
man
here, bro.
right there. Fountain's my man. Yeah, I don't disagree, man. Let me be clear. I think you what you just said is probably what like 95% of the fan base is feeling. I get it. You know, you're frustrated. We certainly were during that whole thing, during that whole live stream. It was very frustrating.
Yeah. Normally, guys.
3 hours.
Normally, guys. Ty is very calm and does his show. Travis and I have a show called Don't Read the Comments. We don't care what people think, and so
We curse a lot.
we curse a lot.
Than somebody else.
And it was frustrating to not be able to curse
I'll
at
let
the
you take
screen
it
with
over.
what we saw.
Say again, brother.
I
I think he hung up.
Okay,
Lim-
let's go.
What's going on, man? You're on the air with Tuss Talk with Ty.
Hello.
We have another.
Hey, we got him.
Well,
Yo.
Eno strikes again.
Yes.
Ty and I talked about this many times. That
It's Tim.
when we hired Enos when nobody else would except Maryland. He's had one good year, 2015, almost a decade ago. Miami didn't even keep him a year, and they fired him. He went around bumming jobs everywhere until he finally got Maryland. And after Pittman ran Browns off, to my knowledge, he didn't even interview anybody. Just hired Dan Enos.
I think we talked about
This
that.
isn't fair to KJ, in my opinion. This is tanking KJ's NFL future. And then why does Scott Fountain still have a job?
That's reasonable. That was a bad
Ken-
return, man.
So
Can we pay a guy $500,000 a year to stop a punt return or to kick a punt beyond 10 yards? It's unbelievable to me. And then you have so many people on Razorback Twitter and even in Discord or whatever, but mainly on Twitter, that if you say, man, we got to do better than this, we deserve better than this, that all of a sudden you're not a loyal Hog fan.
yeah.
I love Pittman as a man, but as a coach, he's
More
peaked.
calls.
This is all we're going to get.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bow out and let you guys take it.
I was gonna get you back, Tim. I was gonna say thanks for watching and being a longtime Patreon supporter, man. I appreciate you.
Hey, Tim, thanks for the call.
Man,
for sure,
you're welcome. I'll jump off.
Yes, sir. We're about to start calling people back.
Well, I don't know if that. So are they hearing that too? Is the crowd or the audience
Yeah,
hearing the
they can
call?
hear everything.
Everyone can
That's
hear everything.
funny.
They can hear everything.
Oh wow, you guys are gonna get.
Some
Well-
people are getting my real phone. Here we go. We're going to answer. Ready, bro? All right, Ty. You're on Tuss Talk with Ty. What's up? Oh, my goodness. Why is it doing this? Hold on. We got him.
Big Razorback fan, but lives in Southern California. Guys, I don't know, man. I thought we heard a new strength and conditioning coach to make us tougher this year. What happened?
That's what they said, man. That's what they said. It was all in the strength conditioning coach, and that's. I mean, what's changed? Have they gotten worse? Did they make a bad hire?
Listen, I just want to say something,
I
Trav.
mean, I remember watching. Listen, I remember watching a hype video when the strength and conditioning coach saying, "Hey, when Georgia won your national championship, you guys just as good as better than them. I'm not saying you're them, but hey, you're close."
Yeah, I
I'll tell
remember
you
that
what,
exact
that's
video.
close. I hate to see far away.
That's exact
Agreed.
video I was about to reference. He said we're close to or better than what Georgia was lifting, right?
Well,
And he said you're not Georgia,
guys.
but
I'm a big Sam Pittman fan, but I don't know. I don't know. Offensive line, KJ Jefferson. Everybody's talking about what he's doing differently this year. Hell, the guy didn't have any time to pick his nose today. I mean, he was hit so damn much, man. I felt sorry for the guy. I was like, pull him out, man. Do something. And I hate to say it, but maybe he's wasting his season this year. He should have went to the NFL last year.
I don't think you're wrong.
No,
I mean, even if he's undrafted as a free agent, like he is, his draft stock. I don't even know what it would be right now. I mean, it would be like he'd be lucky to be a free agent guy.
Just torching. Yeah.
He has to be a free agent when you think right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I would think so.
I mean, I see improvement in our defense. Our defense keeps us in the games. They do what they can do. I like the hires there. We obviously got there. But, man, our offensive line just flat out sucks.
100%.
I think if we would have had the same defense we had last year with Simeon Blair and all them, I think we'd have lost by 60 points.
well, what's embarrassing is the head coach is an offensive line coach, and he has an offensive line coach who he should be.
I don't know what the deal is, man. It's I know we lost some good players from last year, but and I know Sam Pittman's a good offensive line coach, and the guy the short round guy that's his coach. I forgot his name. Kennedy
Short round
or whatever his name is. Maybe he's got to go. I mean, he gets all the time.
Fair enough.
Woo, all right. Hey, we appreciate the call,
It's
man.
not that. Listen, that's no reference to you guys. Listen, I'll listen to you, and you guys have a great day.
Hey,
Thanks,
thanks,
man.
man.
Thanks, man.
Let me read these super chats really
Yeah.
quick because I'm trying to keep my batting average good here.
Yeah, no worries.
Another stanky panku poo poo game. Offense was a clown show. That's Tercer87. Shout out Tercer. And then another. This is from Anthony White. This is another $5 super chat. Fourth and 1, and in the shotgun. Why does Sam Pittman never learn from his past failures?
That's actually a bad attribute in a coach to not do
To have a bad memory.
definition of insanity and whatnot.
Oh yeah, I saw that dropped on Twitter.
My goodness.
Yeah, it's this is not a game. Listen, what I thought could possibly happen. This was that game where like you could change the narrative a little bit, where you could find a way to win this game. You had Rocket back, although you only gave him the ball 11 times. This was that game. Like, okay, we could kind of bring some fans back, and what they managed to do was push fans further away. I think now the basketball crowd is like,
Tim.
we're all in.
Zoom in a little bit. Sorry, Ty, you looked huge in the middle because you're zoomed in and then we weren't. So I'm like, now we look dumb.
Goro. Or more like, who's the fat Street Fighter 2 character? Honda?
E-Honda.
E-Honda. Yeah. That's what I am with the Hawaiian shirt, though. I'm not shirtless.
Very nice.
Keep calling in, guys. 479-207-6542. I got to say, this is pretty cool. The whole idea.
I figured out what was wrong.
You guys.
When they call,
Yeah.
if I press if I answer it regular, it doesn't work, but I have to press it and transfer it to the Rodecaster.
Oh.
That's all that was wrong.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's good now.
It's good.
That's pretty cool. That's a lot better than StreamYard. I hate StreamYard.
Yeah.
So you got my take on the game, Travis.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
That's all you got?
We got one coming in. You guys ready?
Is that your
Let's do
song?
it. Yeah.
Is that you?
No, that's Kendrick Lamar. I wish it was my song. It'd be a lot.
I
The
don't
studio
know.
would be a lot bigger. Here we go. Hey, what's up, man? You are on with Tuss Talk with Ty. Give me just a second. Here we go.
What's going on, man?
Sounds good. What's up?
All right.
Let's go.
How you feeling, man?
Yeah, man, I tell you, honestly, what little bit of hope that I had from last week has been dashed and stepped on and crushed.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the main reason that I've called is I'm seeing these comments about KJ, and I get it. I'm just not sure that with the reps that Criswell has had in practice as well, he's going to be any better. I mean, what makes us think that Criswell, being his first year here, being a new coordinator, that he's going to do any better?
I actually don't disagree with that either. Is my only question would be: is Criswell built better for this offense, and has he had more experience in a pro style than KJ has? Would be the question I have.
I would agree with that. I mean, and a person could definitely see that. The problem for me is with a quarterback like KJ, with all the talent that he has, the physical talent, and obviously he is not subpar intelligence. He's a smart guy. So they should be able to have him ready for this. I mean, the guy's played quarterback his whole life, and I know he's done it a certain way. But as a good coach, he should be able to take a talent like that and stick them into another system. And I mean, I know we're talking about should-be's, and I'm just a guy sitting on his couch, So,
Well, so are we. Don't feel
Yeah,
bad.
no
So
doubt.
are we.
It seems to me that good coaches do that.
Seems like this
The
coach is
good
what?
coaches, the good coaches do that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Oh man, Eagle just
Right,
said
good coaches
Haas
get
broke
that
his
done.
clavicle.
Oh,
That's not good.
damn. What I'll say about KJ, the most common take is that he was a last year it was he's a draft pick. He's a second, third, fourth round quarterback, and the other side of the aisle was like, well, hold up, he operates a veer and shoot offense. It's not super popular in the NFL. How would he operate in a pro style offense? Well, this is a Dan Enos kind of pro style offense, similar to what he ran when BA was here in 2015.
Yeah,
and he's
we
just
were
not
awesome then.
He's not responded well. I think he is a system quarterback to the veer and shoot. I think he's limited as a quarterback, and also I don't want anyone to think that I'm hating on KJ, because I'm not. There's nothing wrong with being a system quarterback when you're good at it and when that system's there in place. And it's obviously not. It's a different look out of the veer and shoot, slower, less RPO. They got to figure out how to get him out, get him out of the pocket a little more, roll the pocket out maybe. I don't know. They've got to figure out what to do here, because if the answer is we need to put in Criswell right now, you're in deep shit. Well, I guess they already are, really.
I agree, and I just wanted to call in as a guy who has supported KJ for the last couple of years. I've been on the KJ train, and I got to say, I'm eating a little bit of crow now.
Yeah.
And so I just had to call it eat my crow. And last thing I want to say, Ty, is free Fishman in your Discord, okay, brother?
What'd he say?
Take it easy.
Take it easy, man. I didn't know what he said. Take control of Discord.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm kind of working, and that's up to my admins and my mod. There's only so much I can do when I'm doing a live, but yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, listen,
Lives
it's
are
not
complicated.
it's not just my Discord. It's also Twitter. It's also Facebook. It's also all the paid boards. It's Hogville.
is.
It's everywhere. So there's only so much you can do.
Nudi's got a concussion.
Are you serious?
Eagle, you're just full of good news today, bro. Come on.
So apparently Sam Pittman, someone shared this in our Discord. I can kind of look at Discord a little bit. Sam was quoted as saying, "In my opinion, we have the best tackles we'd had in a long time."
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm gonna drink on that note.
Yeah, that's if that's true. I mean, maybe ceiling wise, he's talking about that. I don't know. Kutas, I think, has promise. Devin Manuel, I think, has promise. They're both sophomores. Oh boy, we're gonna fill up the glass here. Oh boy, we're gonna start hitting up the good stuff.
I mean,
the game calls for it, brother.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Look.
Hey, can I get a water?
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think you mentioned system quarterback, KJ. Everybody talks about it, but every quarterback is a system quarterback. Tom Brady played within a system. Jalen Hurts plays within a system. KJ's playing in a system currently that doesn't suit him. Every quarterback's a system quarterback. But I think it's a coach's responsibility to kind of mold that system around the quarterback that they have when the quarterback. Wow. When
He's not there to control the phone.
When the quarterback. Just pop it off there, yeah.
There you go. Copyright strike.
Okay. You're on with Tuss Talk with Ty, but give me 1 second to
Oh, I
finish
didn't know
that thought real quick. The system quarterback, you've got to mold around the system that you have, and that's what we're not doing. KJ is the star as far as quarterbacks go, and I get it. You're coming in with a different system, but you've got to do some molding around the quarterback that you have with the system that you want. Go ahead and talk to us.
Are you on the phone?
Hello?
Yeah.
Awesome.
You know, I didn't really watch the game, but what I saw,
He's breaking up.
they didn't
bad.
really give much room to run in the pocket. He ran for negative yards in the game. And the Arkansas fans that I keep saying, let's get drafted, they're going to move his running back because
Well,
Wait,
That's
what?
the thing with rushing yards in college football, KJ's rushing yards are affected by sacks. So he got sacked 7 times. So that negatively impacts his actual rushing yards.
Yeah, none of it
that's
was awesome.
understandable.
Yeah, I think the coverage sacks were an issue for sure. I mean, all of it was. But I think it's also KJ's decision-making is apparently slowed down from what I can see. I think his decision-making, and I guess that has to do with the new offense, right? You get KJ's decision-making in there because he doesn't know the damn play all the way yet or whatever it may be the case. But if he got sacked 8 times, 7 or 8 times, it's insane.
Yeah.
And like a friend of mine, if he gets that by a team who runs like Boston does, or then I think will thrive in that play because that's is exactly what he's good at.
Yeah, I didn't get any of that.
Hey, is your Wi-Fi on your phone? If it is, turn it off.
Yes.
Turn it
Yeah,
off. Sometimes it tries to bite to your connection at your house. Mine does it all the time, and I
We're
get
catching
terrible
about every
internet.
5th word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was hard to
Sorry, man.
understand. If
Can you hear me?
That was worse.
A little
yeah,
bit.
that was worse.
We need the Wi-Fi.
Maybe we need the Wi-Fi.
Sorry, man.
I tell you what, why don't you try and call back here in just a second, man? Maybe you'll have better.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
something
you.
about the connection.
Thanks,
Sorry
man.
about
Thanks
that.
for calling in. Marcus Murdoch. Okay, Ty, it's officially basketball season. I tried to make you wait.
We started to talk about that at maybe it was the halftime or right after, and then we got a pick 6. So I was like, hey,
We got a super chat. Every year since we booted Bobby P has been a teardown / reboot.
And it feels that way.
It wears
We
you
agree
down.
with you.
quite
It
accurate.
does wear you down.
I don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
my ass
but
exhausted him from this.
They had to they had to make the decision they made with Bobby. It's just as a lot of Hog fans will tell you, it's Hog's gonna hog kind of moment.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, if you remember back then, it was a morality decision. People were like, "Oh, we have morals,
Yeah.
and our morals outweigh our football." And now
Clearly.
people are like, "Wait a second."
How many other schools would have done that? I mean, you see what happened at LSU. Like they kept Ed Orgeron around, and I mean, no one else would do that.
Orgeron
And they
just
made a
smashing.
moral. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have done what they did, but I don't think most other schools would have done what
Well,
Arkansas did in
I mean,
2012.
Hugh Freeze had a similar.
His was, yeah. Oh,
But
His
but
was pretty bad.
his was
It-
really bad.
It was really bad, but I mean, you're right. There's not a lot of like your personal life to some degree is your personal life, I guess.
All right, boys.
Yep.
To the first of these, hopefully we do some more. Maybe they're on a
to
positive
the first
note.
thing that's made me happy the whole day.
Doughball cookie dough whiskey. If you're wondering what this is, guys.
Once it hits the lips.
Nice.
Appreciate the super chat. Again, if you guys want to call in, 479-207-6542.
Try not to F-bomb. Ty won't let me cuss. You can't cuss.
Well, it's, these smaller channels, if I were Rogan, that may not be as big of a
Truth.
issue, but they, how YouTube be.
Well, you have to be careful with Travis because you let it happen once, it happens 5 or 6 times in 30 seconds. Boom. So
Like I said, your dad was a preacher. My dad was a truck driver.
fair point.
There you go. That's fair.
Cameron Gray.
Cameron Gray's been clutch this whole time.
With Cameron Gray and my Discord admin, Lasazo Eagle, they've had some really good takes.
Ty,
today.
what's your take on this? He says, "Do we go after a former player if we get rid of Pittman? If so, who do we go after?"
Former player.
Why?
I think he's talking about
As
as
a
a
coach?
coach. Someone with Arkansas ties.
Lunny.
For me,
That's what he's talking about. is
For me
Barry
personally,
Lunny.
I'm about worn out with that. From them going, we
Yeah.
need somebody with Arkansas. No, we don't.
No,
Why you need Arkansas ties? We can't recruit here.
I've
recruit
never
around
been
us.
on that. I've
haven't
never
either.
been on that. You need to hire someone because then what happens is you get back to that good old boy system, like what you had with Houston Nutt. Now, granted, with Houston Nutt, it actually wasn't all bad, but
Yeah.
that was certainly something fans were complaining about back then. Was, oh boy, here we go with the good old boy system. And you can argue Sam's kind of doing that now. I mean, when he hired Barry Odom as the defense coordinator, someone that he knew really well and liked, and then he did it again with the Dan Enos hire. And so far, I don't think it's worked out either. So,
Somebody said Las Vegas Bowl loss.
yeah.
Super chat, Matt.
What do we
Matt, I'm going to let Ty respond, but I agree with you 100%.
Uh-oh. Hang on, let me pull up my fan funding here. We got a couple. Cameron Gray with a $4.99 super chat says, do we go? Oh, okay, that was the
Got that
comment.
one, yeah.
My bad.
Oh, we're
Okay.
on them. We're on them.
2023 Hog Football Hype video will be 2023 Hog Football documentary.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Probably. I don't know, man. This is...
How do you get people ready for basketball season? Absolutely. Show them the football season.
show 'em football? Yeah.
I get it now. It took me a minute. I was like, wait, what?
It is.
Why is Auburn whooping Georgia's ass right now?
They are.
Look at this. That's great. Sorry, guys. Distracted.
It's 10 to... It's
10
about to
to
be 10
0.
to nothing.
2 minutes in the first.
It is at Auburn.
I don't want to hear anything about that because that depresses me for an upcoming Auburn game.
Football is drunk this
You
year.
guys have something to look forward to this year? We have Auburn.
Somewhere
oh, wait,
in an
never
altern-
mind. No, we don't.
Somewhere in an alternate universe, we didn't run off Houston Nutt, and we're the Alabama of the SEC right
Houston
now.
Nut? We didn't run off Houston Nut?
Yeah.
And we're the Alabama of...
Well, I guess tying back to
Somewhere in an alternate universe, Bobby Petrino stayed faithful to his wife, and we still have a good football team.
We're still respectable. And yet, fans are still calling for him to be fired.
he didn't get beat up on that back road.
Oh, 100%, dude. He got his ass whooped. I mean, he looked like
Boy, dog walked him.
he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
I'm gonna repost that picture just to bring it back up. So I'm gonna tweet him. It's terrible.
All right, let me ask you guys this in chat too. It's probably a pretty easy answer, but I just kind of want to know where you're at, and then I want you to tell me why.
Okay.
I'll start with Travis.
Yes.
Are they 1-6? Are they going bowling?
Pull up the schedule.
I got it right here.
I'm not gonna lie. I need to know who we're playing
Yeah, I got it right here.
because I had Auburn as a W a minute ago, and now I'm watching them beat Georgia.
Okay, we got Ole Miss. Are they winning? Travis?
I'm paused. I'm freezing.
Ole Miss is still a top 20 team.
We got a Walt Disney. Man, I'm afraid Sam's gonna lose the locker room. I'm serious. I'm serious. I think we're gonna lose.
I'm going to read them off in order, and you just tell me win or loss.
I think we'll beat. We play Ole Miss next week.
Ole Miss.
We'll beat Ole Miss.
Alabama.
Probably a loss.
Mississippi. Probably.
I said probably.
Mississippi State.
We're gonna win that one.
Florida.
Loss.
Auburn.
Probably a win. It's at home.
Florida International.
Win.
Missouri.
Loss.
So Travis is saying we're going to win four more?
Is it 5 and 7? I got three more wins. Five more.
I didn't mean to click that ad.
Oh boy, I ran it as a poll. I ran it as a poll on YouTube.
So 2 plus Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Auburn, and FIU. You have 6 wins, Travis. I say absolutely not.
You don't think so?
No, absolutely not.
We did lose Luke Hawes and McLeathern for next week.
Folks, here's the deal. We're going to lose to Ole Miss next week. We're going to lose to Alabama the week after. We might beat Mississippi State. We're going to lose to Florida. We're going to lose to Auburn.
Ouch.
We're going to beat Florida International by 3.
Fuck off. Oh, whoops.
By 3.
All right.
And then we're going to get smoked by Missouri at the end of the season.
This guy is pessimistic.
And that's it for your wins. You've got 4 wins this season, Ty. That's what I'm telling you right now.
Who did he say we were beating?
Ole Miss,
Mississippi
Mississippi
State.
State.
Ole Miss?
I mean, why not?
He said Ole Miss. He said Ole Miss and Mississippi
you
State.
want me
We're gonna run the state of Mississippi.
Okay, if I comment on it on the way that I'm feeling right now, we're gonna lose every game.
I know it's it's irrational.
But
I know,
I'm
you're
trying
to
to be rational.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get one of these. We're gonna get an Ole Miss or Alabama or a weird game we're not supposed. We're not just gonna lose. No, we're not.
Because of what you said a second ago. If the locker room's lost,
If he loses the locker room, we're screwed.
Yeah, you're not. You may not win another game if you lose the locker room, because then you're gonna see the Florida light up.
Yeah.
Ole Miss,
I mean, it's not like Arkansas hasn't lost already to BYU. They lost to Liberty a year ago. And
he didn't
we
lose
don't
the
have
locker
to
room.
repeat what happened in 2019. I mean, yeah, they could absolutely lose out. That is on the table. I think it is.
I don't think Florida International's a loss. I think it's going to be close than you think it's going to be.
Close at all.
I don't think it should be closer.
I think they're going to
it
get
will
a
be.
bunch of rage taken out on them.
By the time that you lose to Ole Miss, Alabama, and Florida, and Auburn, and you get to Florida International, and the guys are like, screw this. Notice I checked myself. Screw this. We lost 4 out of the last 5. You're not going to blow out Florida International like you should, because your guys are already more. Your morale in the locker room is way down, and they're going to go out there and they're going to half-ass it. They're going to barely win. It's not even going to be respectable, but we'll win. It won't be a respectable loss. It'll be a non-respectable win because you win by 3 or 10. That's what I see. Based on what I'm seeing on the field today.
Oh, we got one coming in from Monroe, Louisiana.
Let's go.
Ready?
Let's go.
Probably a customer. I'm waiting, dude. We really should have forwarded this to your phone, bro.
Here we go.
Now I'm scared to answer it.
You're on the phone with Tuss Talk with Ty. Oh, Travis.
Hello.
Hello, fellas.
What's going on, man?
How's it going?
Hey, guys, just a quick question.
Okay.
This is a big Hog fan down in West Monroe, Louisiana.
God help you.
Do we stay in the SEC with the mess that we have now and the mess we've had in the past 10 years?
Yes.
I think so. Unless the SEC does something about it, unless the SEC intervenes and says, sorry, you suck, get out of our conference, they're not leaving. I mean, there's too much money. I mean,
What do you guys think about us leaving the SEC?
Let's
get into it.
You're going to get me so much hate mail with that answer.
Listen,
It was a question.
from a financial standpoint, no, we don't leave the SEC.
Business-wise, they'll never leave the
no
SEC.
matter what.
It's too big.
So
you've got a Vanderbilt
So
in
we
the
stay
SEC.
in the SEC?
Yes.
Well,
Money-
I mean,
money-wise, it
finish
makes
last
sense.
or next to last every year?
Yes.
that's been the case for a decade.
Unfortunately, yeah.
The money's there.
Yeah.
It's all financial.
It's not a matter of wins and losses. And now you could always make the argument, well, fans are going to stop showing up, but they haven't. I mean, look at your record the last 10 years, and yet you had the 8th largest crowd for BYU.
They're all as stupid as I am.
I mean, every year Hog fans, and that's fine. I'm glad you need those Hog fans to support you financially. You absolutely do. You need fans to show up to the game. But man, what have we been for 10 years? What have the Razorbacks been for 10 years? Honestly, it's been a shit show outside of one good year, maybe two if you count 2015.
I remember the Bielema era. I was like, we should go to the Big 12. I remember that. Me specifically, not Ty. Ty's drinking this water. Like Jesse in Breaking Bad is like, when the wife's, Skylar's giving him hell.
You think they ought to leave the SEC?
I think we can't get talent at Arkansas in order to compete in the SEC.
Yeah.
It's definitely a challenge.
And therefore, if we can't compete there, why don't we go to a conference where we can?
I completely disagree with you, though. Bobby Petrino proved we could compete in the SEC. Back-to-back 10-win seasons proved we could compete in the SEC.
Even Nutt had a 10-win.
Yeah.
Nutt had a bunch of Arkansas boys on his team, but
the issue, I think, is finding the coaching, finding the right situation that lets us compete. But I definitely don't think from a talent standpoint we can say we can't compete. 10-2 says we can compete with anybody.
Yeah.
If we have the right coaching situation.
And we can pay people.
I'm not calling for Pittman to be gone. Let me be clear. I'm not saying Pitt's got to go today. I'm just saying the right coaching situation does prove we can.
Yeah, we can pay players now, so it's kind of a matter of them. Sorry, we're beeping. It's kind of a matter of utilizing the NIL on the people you need to utilize it on. The talent, we have a lot more opportunities to bring in better talent. We just got to figure out how to do it between NIL, transfer portal, things like that. Someone really wants to talk to us.
Go, fellas. Thanks a lot.
Hey,
hey, man,
thanks for
you.
calling in, man. Thank you.
I'm just waiting on one of these. All right, you're on with Tuss Talk with Ty.
What's
How's it
going
going?
Hey, buddy.
What's up, man?
Hey, listen, anybody in a football game with 12-point lead and you got 4 seconds left and you don't take a knee.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a dick
this
move.
Tell me
classless.
what kind of what team you are.
That was as classless a move as anybody's seen in college football.
The game is over. What the hell are you doing?
It was Petrino,
Like-
man.
I think you're right. I agree. Tim said that, and I was like, yeah, bro, I think you're right. I think that was a Petrino move, 110%.
And he gave up.
Hey, if you guys are calling, I know it's kind of hard to keep up, but we are like, if you hear us on the phone with someone, maybe wait like 10 seconds after we've hung up with that previous call to call. That's the only way I can think to kind of.
Yeah,
It's difficult.
That's
We-
probably
It is. It's
fair.
hard.
We don't have a
We're getting a lot
switcher,
of-
unfortunately. We need one. Hey, we got somebody else. There we go. Hello, you're on with Tuss Talk with Ty. How's it going?
Hey, what's up, man? Joey.
Are you there, boss?
I was just calling about the guy asking me to leave. I was going to say, like him or not, Coach Prime has given us the blueprint on how to navigate these waters. And
So
you open the wallet, you get a big name, you recruit a big class, and then you move on.
yeah, do you think that's pretty hard to do at a school like Arkansas?
Absolutely not, because I mean, look, who knew Colorado had a football team before this year?
Yeah,
That's not unreasonable.
yeah.
My favorite thing
I
about.
think that he
Sorry.
gave us the answer, man. I think we just need to look into a big name, keep expanding the NIL programs, and then the recruits will come.
Yeah, no. Listen, I'm anyone who watches me enough. They watch my live shows during the week. You've probably heard me say I'm all in on the primetime stuff. Like, I'm not saying hire him here. I like what he's doing at Colorado. He's created excitement.
Right.
He's created excitement. There's something there for Colorado fans. The electricity's in the air. I don't know what the score was between them and USC. I know at one point Colorado made it a ball game, but he's created something at Colorado that I would love to see. I haven't seen something like that since Bobby Petrino was hired at Arkansas 2000, whatever year that was, 8, 9.
You know what I'm hearing from you? I'm hearing a call for a joint coaching staff. Chad
Guys,
Ochocinco and Terrell Owens.
Oh, there you go.
That's what I hear from you right now. Like, oh, we need some excitement.
Guys, if you get sent a voicemail, we'll call you back.
It's got like there needs to be some excitement. Who the hell was at first I'm gonna own up to it. Tim, I don't know if he's still in chat or not.
All right, boys, I'm gonna hop off and let y'all keep the show going.
I
Appreciate it, brother.
appreciate you. Yeah. I like the Enos hire, and I even made a video like I'm all in. Like, look, dude, what he did in 2015 was excellent, but it was not a hire that created electricity amongst the fans. Kendall Briles being brought in over here from Sam for year one was incredible. Or
Yeah,
for the 3
that's
years.
why I wanted Lane Kiffin, because I wanted Kendall Browse.
Yeah.
Because they were together at FAU. And when we didn't get Kiffin, I was like, damn. And then we got Browse anyway. I was like, perfect.
Yeah, I was well, he was at Florida State.
Oh, yeah. He went from FAU to, I got you.
But they, what they're doing at Colorado is like, it feels like, and like that last caller said, there's a blueprint there. They're not going to, they've already proven. I mean, how many games did they win a year ago? 1? Didn't Colorado go 1-11 last year?
So.
Yeah, who was talking about Colorado before this year?
Nobody.
Or before they got
Well,
done?
I mean,
it's like the Oregon coach said, nobody
made
dreams
it-
of being a Colorado football player, but they do kind of dream of being a Deion Sanders.
He made it a spectacle.
Yeah.
It's
And,
genius.
now, it could crash and burn for all I know. I don't know, but I do know, and it did with Petrino.
I mean, if
they
they lose
only
a couple
lost-
games.
They only lost to USC by 7 points,
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
48-41.
That's not bad, dude. I thought USC would
Blow
take
them
a
out.
dump on them.
Yeah, I did too.
Super chat really quick. Cameron Gray, how would we respond if Musselman or Van Horn put a team out that played like this? Yeah, I mean they'd be furious, Cameron. I don't disagree. Difference is they have a much more impressive body of work.
I was going to say, you can't mess with Van Horn's body of work. When you're in the
Yeah.
College World Series over and over again, if you put up a poor team 1 year or 2 years, the body of work still speaks for itself.
Reefer Conway. Reefer Conway says Arkansas isn't known for getting back up after being knocked down. Appreciate the super chats, guys.
Hey, whoever just called us, call back. Because I forget 479-800 number. Because, yeah, we missed you. Sorry.
It's challenging to
It is very challenging because I'm afraid some of these are customers and I'm waiting to like answer the
Yeah.
phone. Like, and I'm just going to act like I don't know what's going on.
yeah.
You're on Test Talk Tide. Like, I must have the wrong number. I'm like, yeah, I guess so.
Well, shout out to Travis. Travis is he's handling it over there, man. He made all this possible. Tim as well. This has been fun, man. I mean, we unfortunately had to watch a shit show, but I mean,
Yeah.
you know, this was still fun. I hope we can do this for basketball.
Here he is.
Here we go. Here's the call.
Here we go. All right. You're on with Tuss Talk with Ty. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Sorry we missed you, bud.
No problem. Hey, I've been saying it since the beginning. Like, I'm so tired of Enos. Dude, before that Armstrong touchdown, we had like 12 yards in the second half.
Yeah, I pressed the touchdown button once.
I mean, lining up at a shotgun on 4th and short again and again.
Yeah.
It's just.
I want to see if they get
the
in.
same old story we had last time.
I want to see if we get in some other O linemen or get ours sharpened up. How this offense operates, because it all starts there. All starts. in line
It
of scrimmage.
does. It does. But it's so disappointing too. Again, year 4 under Pittman, and we have what we have.
Yeah.
Do you think this
There's no
line?
excuse for the offensive line to be this bad under Pittman.
Yeah.
How do you think this offense would operate with last year's line?
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
You and the caller.
I'm sorry. I thought you
Yeah,
were.
both of y'all. Just a thought,
Well, Rocket, it's hard to compare because it was a different offense. It was the veer and shoot. It kind of helps keep the defense off kilter a little bit. You're a much faster pace of offense.
Mm-hmm.
I did think last year it was a pretty decent offensive line, but they still had issues. Like KJ was still getting chased. The year before last, that team, it's easy to go back to 2021 and be like, oh, well, that team.
Right, yeah.
But
I just meant I guess the caliber of line we had last year with something.
Oh,
with
yeah,
this
Dalton
offense?
Wagner at right tackle. The guy had an incredible final year at Arkansas.
Or does the offense just suck in general?
I think it's.
Like,
I think
that's my
it's-
question.
I
yeah.
think it's Enos. I think it is a bit of like everything everyone's griping about. It really is. That's the funny thing is like nobody's wrong.
Yeah.
It's KJ holding on to the ball. It's the offensive line not giving him time. It's Enos. Just these guys are not prepared. Is maybe possibly Sam Pittman getting involved with the offensive play calling to a degree when you keep seeing those 4th and 1 shotgun snaps. Like it makes you wonder, like, you know, this is kind of stuff that we saw last year a little bit that we were complaining about, and we're still seeing it with the new coordinator. What is going on? We need a little bit more transparency out of Sam on this. I don't know. This is just a complete shit show for Arkansas to be this bad on the offensive line. The defense you can kind of understand. I think it's more reasonable to look at the defense and go, man, okay, new staff, everything from top to bottom outside of Deke Adams, you know, but I don't know. The offense has taken a gigantic step backwards.
Yep.
And eventually you got to start looking
Well,
at coaching.
can I make one suggestion for you guys?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
So it might be too early for Sam to get, tanked, but
Right.
if we get a new coach, I think you should get Willie Fritz.
Oh, yeah. I've heard his name brought.
Out
Yeah.
of Tulane.
Yeah. I've heard that.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good coach.
I mean, the guy wins conference championships at every place he's been.
Beat USC last year in a bowl game.
Nice. Tulane was pretty. Tulane gave Ole Miss hell this year too, or did they beat them? I can't remember.
Ole Miss won, but it was at.
They got close to beating Ole Miss.
Yeah, and it was at Tulane too. That was weird. Like why Ole Miss is traveling? It's kind of like Bama going to USF. Like that was strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You got anything else for us?
No, man, that's it. Thanks, guys.
Awesome,
Hey,
brother. Thank
appreciate
you.
you.
Thanks for calling back, man.
Let me really quick. Let me go over the numbers here. I'm just now looking at the stats. This is really bad. Arkansas on 3rd down, 5 of 15. 4th down, we know they went 0 for 1. Total yards, 174 yards of total offense.
That's just pathetic. I don't care who you're playing. I don't care if it's Alabama. That's pathetic.
That's not good. That's not good. I mean, A&M's defense, it is improved. There's no doubt. I've watched them enough compared to last year. It is improved. But my God in heaven, under 175 total yards of offense.
I don't even want to see these stats.
It's bad, dude. Like across the board. It's just awful. We can go back to what the hell are they doing with Rocket? He did get 11 carries, but then we didn't see enough of him.
Name another premier back in the league that's getting 11 carries in a game.
What's Judkins getting at Ole
He's coming
Miss?
off an
Do we
injury,
know?
though. They limited his.
They
carries.
are, but even in game 1, they did the same thing where they couldn't get the run game going, and I think he ended up with 13 carries.
I think Pittman's so desperate to win, he just keeps trying stuff.
We know he's doing that on the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. I mean,
I'd be desperate too. I wouldn't want to lose a $6 million a year job.
people are still claiming KB was a bad coach. I mean,
I don't think he's a bad coach. I think he made poor decisions in bad places.
yeah.
3rd and 4th down, and when he thought he was outsmarting the other team with these stupid gadget plays that he would call, that's where he outsmarted himself
Yeah.
and cost us in some very key places. I don't think overall he's bad. I think that his decision making, his play calling was poor.
Situational play calling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was
I mean,
poor.
it was not. It was.
Dude, Fishman's pissed.
Thanks, because I use a lot of words to say
Fishman's
something you
pissed.
say in 2 words. I love it.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said I love that I use a lot of words to say what you wrap up in 2 words. I'm like, in 3rd and 4th down, he blah, blah, blah. And you're like, situational play calling. That's what you're trying to say, dumbass.
No, no, dude. No, you. I mean, you.
No,
Brought
I
up-
love it. I love it.
You
No,
brought
I
up some
do.
really good points. For sure. I mean, there's.
Fishman said, I'd be okay with firing loser Pittman right effing now.
Yeah, Fish. You've got those. Fish is one of them. And Fish is. He comes through on everything I do. He comes in all the lives. Shout out to him. But he does live on that emotional reaction, roller coaster ride. He gets a little emotional, lets it get to him, then he just kind of fires it all out.
Yeah, I used to do that. I did. When my Twitter was a burner,
Yeah.
oh man,
Yeah.
I'd just fire off.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I miss it.
Blue Kicks wants to know. So what do we do now?
So yeah, Blue Kicks also said, I saw a little bit earlier because I got On mine, I got the poll is blocking the freaking half the questions.
Yeah.
Do fans come to home games if we start looking worse? So I already paid for my tickets, so I'm going to the home games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I paid them $2,000 at the front of the season. I'm gonna go to the rest of them for sure.
What do you guys think when they come back? I mean, obviously, it what they do these next couple of weeks matters.
Yeah.
But Mississippi State comes to town. What are we looking at as far as attendance?
I
Yeah.
mean, it's going to be down. You're going to be able to buy tickets on the sidewalk for sure. But here's the thing. I don't think punishing the players by not showing up and supporting them
Yeah.
is the right thing to do if you've got the tickets. It's not the players' fault. We have talent.
Yeah.
Our players are talented. Our coaches are not performing. They're not coaching these guys up in the way that they need in order to get the best out of them. But the players, I mean, not showing up and not supporting the players. And I'm a players guy.
Yeah. I'm the same. They're kids,
I mean,
man.
show up. This 18-year-old kid is not at fault here. This is a coaching thing.
Yeah, I agree, but I also understand speaking with your wallet too.
Yeah,
You know,
that-
like
that message-
when you're unhappy with something. Mike Irwin spoke to this so well a couple years ago. Like the ultimate form of democracy is what you do with your wallet.
Don't buy concessions.
Yeah, don't buy concessions.
Did you see
but
the home attendance for Bielema's last game? Google that. It's
is it bad?
abysmal.
I remember
It's
it
so
being.
terrible.
I'm pretty sure I did the post game on that. I don't remember.
I mean, there's a ways to affect the wallet, but you've already bought. Listen, if you have tickets, you bought your tickets.
That's true.
The
Yeah.
university has the money. Not showing up
Yeah.
does not make a statement.
You know how you
'Cause
make a
they're
statement?
like, okay, I got your money. I don't care if you're in the stands.
You make a statement by not renewing your season tickets.
Well,
That's how
I
you make a
mean,
statement.
I know.
There is some of that.
Yeah, there certainly is. I don't know. I agree. If you have the access, you've already bought the ticket. You know, you're already supporting. If you want to sell that ticket, that's fine. Hopefully, it's to somebody that'll go to the game.
Don't sell to a Mississippi State fan.
Yeah, don't do that. That's a problem the Rams have. Damn 49ers fans taking up your damn home stadium.
Man.
But you don't have to buy jerseys.
You don't have to buy jerseys.
concessions.
You don't have to. Yeah.
You don't have to go in
You
the
saw
pro
my
shop.
jersey.
Speak with your wallet.
I'm saying you don't have to go in the pro shop and stuff. You want to speak with your wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Speak on those places.
I bought me a nice Drew Morgan
Support
jersey
the kids.
from China.
Support the kids. Go out and cheer for them and hope that they play well.
Yeah.
And understand that those kids are just as frustrated in the third. That's why when we got to the fourth quarter and you've got guys who are not making tackles, they're so frustrated
Jeez.
with where it is right now.
This is Little Rock. It could be. Yeah. Hey, just act.
Take it.
Just
You're
act
on with
stupid
Tough
if it's
Talk with
a ready.
Act stupid.
If it's a customer going, I'm gonna hang up. Hey, thanks for calling. You're on with Tuss Talk with Hang Up. Okay, cool. Good talk.
There you go.
Sweet.
They gave up quick.
Leave me a voicemail.
Hey, feel free to call, you guys, if you want to call. The line is open right now.
Sorry, guys. I'm using my regular phone for this. It's not my regular
Yeah,
phone
it's just-
number,
it's-
but
yeah.
I get a lot of calls on this, like
Bro,
work calls, and
I
so,
cannot.
just rolling the dice every time I ring this thing.
I don't know what the hell's going on. I can't even. There we go. YouTube's getting silly.
Eagles like put the phone on silent. Dude,
tried,
it is
dude.
on silent.
Yeah,
It's
it
on
is on-
silent, and I turned the thing off.
is. It's on
and
silent.
It will
It
not
keeps-
stop
It's
ringing.
on silent. It's because it's running a Bluetooth or a Roadcaster that you still get the ringtone.
And if I change the ringtone, you guys are going to hear me change the ringtone, so it's even more annoying.
Just leave it.
Yeah, I mean, we're at 50 minutes in. We're probably about to wrap this thing anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. Going back to that question, what do you do to fix it? I don't know what the options are. I don't know what they are. I really don't. Like I could sit here and say get Has more involved, but obviously he might be out for a minute.
I say just give it the old college try.
I don't know what else you could do. I mean, I really don't. You're at this point where again, like I said in the middle of the game, like just because you lose this game, it does not completely rule out going to a bowl game. If you look at last year when you lost to Mizzou, you lost to Liberty, you lost to A&M, you lost to LSU, you lost all those games, and it certainly seemed horrific. And I'm not saying that it's not. I'm just simply saying going to a bowl game, it's at the table. It's just really far down the table. So, whatever. I mean, I don't know. I definitely have a really hard time seeing them making a bowl. You got to call.
All right, let's try it.
Good call.
You're on with Tuss Talk with Ty. How's it going?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on maybe if we were going to try to make some kind of splash hire at the end of the year, maybe even sometime soon, what do you guys think about Urban Meyer? I know he's retired, but
Who?
he's also
Urban
said in
Meyer.
other shows
Oh,
and
no.
podcasts that he's still open to coaching.
He's a shit show with a lot of baggage.
Yeah, I just don't think realistically Arkansas would probably ever hire him. To be honest, I mean, he's a good coach, but I mean that's Urban Meyer's in the same category for me as John Gruden, right? You're like, oh, that sounds awesome, and he's a good coach, but at the same time, Jesus. All right, but at the same time,
Right on.
yes, sir. Thanks, man.
Wow.
Okay, there's
To me,
nice.
Urban Meyer is that, the saying, everywhere we go.
People want to know.
Urban Meyer is
People want to know.
Urban Meyer is everywhere we go. It's a shit show.
Yeah.
I mean, he wins. He
Touching
wins, but
different
there's
hoes.
always something.
dude, it's a
There's
that
always
is
something going on with that guy.
They, when they hired Petrino, and after it all like fell apart, fans were like, "Well, yeah, what'd you expect? He had all these red flags." I'm
Right.
like, okay, yeah, the rumors when he was an offense coordinator at Auburn and some of the stuff that he did, and then obviously he left Atlanta when he did.
He was an OC at Auburn.
Yeah.
I had no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, he was a head coach, and then he got hired on as the Louisville head coach the first time. But then he leaves Atlanta the way that he did. Didn't even talk to his players. So a lot of people are like, "Well, there's the red flags." Urban Meyer,
Has more red flags than a
oh my god,
Matt
NASCAR,
Rife.
NASCAR track.
they're not gonna do that. I mean, just like they're not gonna hire Petrino.
Ever.
It's
Ever.
not happening. People keep, and if it does, I will shave my head on a live show. And
Oh my God, we're shaving
Seriously.
your head here.
yeah. I mean,
He's gonna take a bath in Malort.
it's just.
I was gonna
I
make
need a
you
shot after that one. Oh my
a
gosh.
good shot. I'll take one more, but I have to be civil.
Yeah,
let's try this
Lord. I don't see that ever happening. I mean, in any capacity whatsoever. Why not tie?
Okay.
There's a couple of things here. Number one, when he was a head coach at Missouri State, what happened?
That's you.
Is this me? Or is
that's
this
Travis.
Okay. Yeah, he came in and gave Arkansas a game, but then what happened? Go look at what happened after they played Arkansas.
Got one more coming.
They got
Here we go.
shit on.
Ready?
And also the drama before.
Yeah.
The baggage.
Hey, what's going on, man? You are on with Tuss Talk with Ty. Give me 2 seconds. Hello.
Hey, this is Cameron.
Hey, what's up, man?
So, hired coaches left.
Say again.
Say that again.
At Arkansas, haven't we hired a
Hey, Cam, I'm gonna call you right back so maybe we can get a better
Yeah,
connection. I'm gonna call you
can't hear
right
you,
back,
buddy.
1 second. Okay.
I heard something about
God,
coaches
it's
left.
so fun just
Yeah.
hanging
I'm
up.
like, are you telling me coaches left and said we're not coaching the next game?
I'm calling him back.
I'm not necessarily feeling bad
I
about
got
that.
voicemail. Come on.
I wonder
Hold on.
because it's
Your call has been.
yeah,
All right,
just
I guess
give it
he
a
doesn't wanna
minute.
talk to
Yeah,
us.
give it a minute maybe.
He's probably like, what happened?
Yeah. The next 48 hours. I wonder portal. And I wonder about coaching changes. I wonder like nothing maybe happens.
Pittman had a 22-minute press conference, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Probably
No,
wasn't
we
a good
don't
time.
have any word on John Morgan yet.
No.
If
Or,
somebody in the chat has one, please go ahead and post it. But several people have asked if there's any word. We have not heard any word on John Morgan.
Ugh, here we go.
Let's try again.
You are live on.
hit my car?
Hello.
You're on with Tuss Talk with Time, man. What's going on?
phone number on my windshield.
Huh?
Okay.
Sweet.
Listen, B, you scratched my fender and busted out my taillight.
Uh-oh. Sorry
You
about
mu-
that.
You must be talking about Texas A&M and what they just did to
Yeah,
Arkansas.
stop yapping and listen. Yes, you did.
Oh, okay.
Is this
Who
serious?
your insurance?
Okay. All right, let's go.
I love it. That's hilarious.
What is going on?
That's
I think
hilarious.
that was a good one.
Did we get a crank call?
That was a Baba Booey.
Yeah.
that was awesome.
Oh, that was like something pre-recorded.
I don't know if it was pre-recorded or not. It might have been.
It sounded like somebody who was.
Yeah.
479-207-6542.
I'm about to delete the damn number. Y'all better hurry up.
He's scared now.
You got 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes.
Yeah, for real.
Travis is deleting the number.
I'll go 5 more.
479-207-6542, and then we're going to wrap it up
there.
in 5 minutes.
Right there.
Is Arkansas going bowling? 13% of you say yes. 87% of you right now are saying no.
That means 13% of you drank too much during the game and are responding without looking at the button you're clicking.
You got to ask them that after we win a game. They're going to say, yes, we're going to do a New Year's Eve Day Bowl, bro.
Yeah. I did that on purpose. I'm trying to create a little bit of a little huffle puffle in
That
chat.
person called twice to prank call us.
Yeah, it's just a prank.
That's awesome.
It's just someone pranking.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Cameron
out
Gray,
the-
another
Throw out the jukebox.
Super
Time
chat.
to move on to the must bus, Vince says.
You got a Cameron Gray super chat here.
Oh, do we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it just showed up. Haven't we fired a coach that has had a winning record because fans didn't like the offense? You fired Houston Nutt when he won 18
He beat
games.
LSU.
He was
number one
fired
LSU.
before that
I
record
thought
turned
he
out
quit.
to be
Did he
winning.
get fired?
wasn't
Did he
it?
quit?
Well, I mean, not necessarily. I mean, he won 18 games his final 2 years. Remember, he got fired before the bowl game where he played Mizzou and you got curb stomped. Darren McFadden was really limited.
Ugh.
But they won. Yeah, they won 18 games. They won.
I want another
They went
D-Mac.
10 and then they
That
won
guy.
8.
At the same time, I mean, Houston Nutt, based on the Springdale 5, was a shit show.
Oh well, yeah.
I mean,
no, but I mean
there
that's
was so
that's
much
his question,
outside
though.
the program
Yeah.
going on. It wasn't just that he had a winning record, but he wasn't getting us to a New Year's Day bowl or whatever. It was a shit show.
Yeah, it was, but also it wasn't 100% on him though.
Eagle-
I can.
Hey, regarding John Morgan, Eagle said John Morgan had movement in his arms and legs, but had pain in his neck, so they took him to the hospital.
Okay. Well, at least he's moving then.
Yeah,
But I mean, going back to Nutt, it wasn't all on him, but he mismanaged. Obviously, he hired Gus because of Mitch. He hired Muss because of the Springdale 5.
He never should have. Look, he never should have hired Gus because of Mitch. That was a horrible decision.
Yeah.
And every decision made after that was just
Yeah.
it was just a mudslide
Yeah.
of poor decision making that ended up in him losing his job no matter what. I mean,
Well,
there's a lot of
there was
behind the
pressure.
scenes stuff going
Yeah.
on there.
there's pressure, and you underperformed in his last season. Like the expectations were, okay, you've got all these players, and you can only win 8 games. So that's to his point. That's what Cameron's talking about, and I agree. But it's a different scenario. He was here for 10 years. I mean, he was here for 10 years.
But I go back to that had less to do with the performance of a particular season and more to do with the shit show that was that season outside of the field.
The way he handled it, yeah.
There was a lot going on in the locker room, a lot going on in the coaching office, a lot going on outside of the field that led to his end of his career.
The
here.
parents got really involved,
Which is stupid.
They went to Frank. It was a no-win situation after you hired
absolutely.
Gus. You act like you're going to say something.
Blue Kick said Haas is officially out for the season.
Yeah, I saw that.
Is he really?
Yeah.
He said, "Well,
No Haas the rest of the season. That hurts.
yeah,
It's,
yeah."
you
No
feel-
offensive,
tight
no
end.
offensive line the rest of the season. That hurts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be bad.
I don't know, guys. God, it's crazy to think that I thought this team could win 9 games. I feel so silly at this point.
Travis, I want to go back to the very first time that we predicted the Arkansas season. If you go back to don't read the comments to our first prediction episode, I said I think that we would win 4 to 5 games, and you were like, "What?"
No, it seemed unrealistic.
Well, it did,
I
given the
didn't know
damn
our offensive
talent.
line was shit.
Given the talent that you have,
Yeah.
like, and what they have going on with the better depth in on the defensive
Right.
line, you liked Jaheim Thomas, the transfer out of Cincy.
I like Travis Williams.
You liked I like Travis Williams. What they did with hiring Woodson out of Florida State, who manufactured one of the best secondaries in the country the year before.
Yeah.
At Florida State. I mean, it certainly seemed to me like the recipe for success was there. I thought they did a decent job in the portal. They went and they grabbed Wiggins and Braun. It's kind of funny. Someone said in our halftime show, like, well, how are those two doing? Well, one of them's starting. One of them's a starter,
Yeah.
and the other one may find a start down the road at another position. Like it seemed to me like there's a recipe for success here. They've got They've got the ingredients. They've just got to get it done. Got to execute better. Got to cut down on the mistakes.
More people commenting on Kevin Sumlin. Listen, he's gone from A&M for a reason.
Oh,
Want no
Lord.
part of that at all.
No part.
No, thank you. I think we're done.
You hear that?
Is that your
Yeah.
Bluetooth on your phone?
I mean, maybe.
It started out of nowhere. Yeah.
Sure is.
Oh, that was weird.
So kill the phone. I
Thank
I
y'all
don't know
for
what you
calling.
guys think, but it's been a great hour.
Yeah, we're hour and 1 minute in.
Yeah.
It's been a great hour. God, Ty, having you in here, it was a great time watching the game, even when the game sucked.
Yeah.
It was a terrible fucking
Just
game.
having you in here,
It was a terrible freaking
we've
game.
enjoyed it. Like I said before, we kind of like to push the envelope on what people are doing with podcasting and with live streaming, and hopefully we'll get to do some more of this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, man. I had a blast.
I'm gonna get calls for a week and a half now.
Well, you
were cutting that phone number
delete
off.
the app. Yeah, just delete that number.
It's not an app, it's a
Yeah, I
phone
appreciate you guys having me on. I think we have something similar where my audience knows me as someone who I call it like it is. I see what I see is what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And I know I'm going to get some pissed off DMs and emails or whatever, but it is what it is, man. I mean, the situation that they're in is the situation that they're in. Sam and the staff is going to have to figure it out. I'm going to tell you right now, I feel like I'm coming in and out on sound.
A little bit. I think our stuff's exhausted.
I'm getting, it probably is. I'm getting some weird feedback.
I hear you fine.
What was I saying? Kennedy needs to be fired.
Yep. Boom.
I'll end with that. Boom. Kennedy needs to be gone, bro.
Okay, yeah. Final thoughts. Kennedy needs to be fired. Final
Kennedy
thoughts.
needs to be
Kennedy needs to be fired.
I don't know.
Look,
What do you think? You think they should
Yes.
tomorrow? Kick him out?
Is there going to be any? Is there going to be any realistic drop off if they fire him? No.
I'm not gonna argue with you, but my final thought on this whole thing is we're gonna win 4 games this year, guys. Fuck.
We're gonna win 6.
I drew it out there and said at the end. We're gonna win 4 games this year, and I think that's probably the best that we can hope for. And I'm sad to say that because I've been a Razorback fan since I was like 3 years old, going to games for 42 years. And hate to see the program here, but I'm also a realist, and right now it realistically doesn't look good.
So for all the hateful comments after the show,
Directed at Tim Neal, don't read the
bring it
comments
here.
podcast.
Yeah.
Bring
Yes,
it here.
that's fine.
I certainly said plenty
Make sure you
today.
guys like this thing for Ty, man. We need to get his likes up
Well,
for sure.
and go subscribe to Don't Read the Comments podcast. These
you.
guys kill it. I mean,
Yeah,
they
I
really
can-
do. All their shows have been great.
I can curse on there.
Yeah. Well, you can't hear. It's just
No, I can curse the way I
it's
want to.
different. I try not to.
I'm super R-rated, bro. It gets real. I've slipped twice already.
I've been here. I've been here for for recording. I appreciate you guys coming through. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Go check out their
Yes.
podcast. Go subscribe to it. Listen to it. They do an awesome job. Again, thank you guys for having me. This was
sir.
a lot of fun.
was.
Shout out to the sponsors, Direct Service Overhead. That guy right there.
This guy.
DSO. And, of course, the Odd Soul Crap Bar and Pizzeria.
True story.
Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.
See ya, guys.